Welcome back to the series of Python programming. Today we are going to see the remaining part of the list. Next topic is creating list with list method. Creating list with list method, here we have to write the variable name, that means the name of the list, equals to list method. Okay. Now if I want to print this list, I will just use print L4. As the list is empty, it will give me empty brackets. If I want to add elements, I will use append method, which I'll show you. Creating multiple lists, that means list mapping. See, for example, I have created three lists, L5, L6 and L7 equals to 9, 83 and 9, 83 and 2. So all this list, that means list 5, list 6 and list 7 contains this data. Okay, this data got copied into all these three lists. Now if I want to print L5, L6, L7, you can see that all three lists is printing the same data. Next is list concatenation. As we have seen string concatenation, same plus operator here we are going to use for concatenation of true string. So I've taken A equals to 1, 2, 3, B equals to 4, 5, 6. C equals to A plus B, that means concatenation of A and B. So we can see that both the strings got both the lists got concatenated. Next is list slicing. Like string slicing, list can also be sliced as you have seen in previous slides. For example, like L1 equals to, we have taken some numbers. If we want to take the particular elements from the list, we will write it as L2 equals to L1 2 comma 4. So that means it will start from second element and it will go till third element. So slicing always goes one index less. Okay, so it will print as second element and third element. So which is the second element? 6 and third is 7. Next is copying alternative elements of list by slicing. So suppose we want to copy the alternate elements, that time we are going to use two colons. Alternative elements of a list can be copied to another list by using 2 colon 2. Here 2 represent alternative element. If you use 2 colon, that means double colon 3, this gives you third element. That means double colon n gives you nth element. For example, see, I have taken L3 equals to L1 double colon 2. So that means it will give you alternate element, every second element. So if I print L3, it will give me 4, 6, 8. Actual L1 is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it will start from first element, it will omit the second, it will give me third element, it will omit the fourth, it will give me fifth element. Okay, second example, see, I've taken print L1 4 5 6 7 8, L4 equals to L1 double colon 3. That means it will give me what? Every third element. Okay, so it will start from 4. After 4, third element is 7. So it will give me 4, 7 and so on. Next is, we have seen that we can create the list using list method. We have created empty list, or we can create empty list just by giving the square brackets. So how to insert the elements from the keyboard, how to insert the elements by user. So here we use append method. Okay, so append method is used to add elements to the end of the list. Every time new element is assigned using append, it will be added at the rear side of the list. So whenever you are going to use append method, it will add all the elements at the end of the list. For example, the syntax is list objects, that means name of the list dot append, and here you have to write the element. Example, L1 dot append 587. Or you can accept the element from user and you can store in variable. See, like I have taken element equals to int input. So user will enter some element which is stored in variable element. and then I will write it as L1 dot append element. So that element got appended to the list L1. Next is reading a list. We can use append method. So here we have taken uh, we are going to read the number of elements during runtime from the user. So we can use for loop for that. So here I've taken enter how many numbers. So we are storing that into n. Now print enter n elements in a list. So for I in range 0 to n, we are taking the numbers by using input function and we are storing that into elements. So we are writing elements equals to int input. Input function will accept from user and it is storing in element. Then I will write L1 dot append element. So user will enter first element, it will get stored into element and we are appending into list L1. Then second, third till we go to n. Okay. Then after that we can print the element of the list using the print function. Okay. See the output. How many numbers? So you suppose user have entered 4. Enter 4 elements in a list. So user have entered 34, 5, 89 and 7. So all these got appended into the list. Okay. And always the append function your adds the element at the end of the list. Next topic is traversing the list. Traversing the list, we can use while loop also and we can use for loop also. I'll show by both the loops. Okay. So first is you have to accept how many numbers. Okay. Then you will say that enter n elements in the list. Then you will take for loop and you will add all the elements by using append function to the list. Okay. So that means my list is created now. Now, after this, I will print that given list is this. Okay. Now, okay, I will start from I equals to 0. Why I equals to 0? That means that is my position. Okay. While I is less than length of L1, length of L1 means the number of elements we have inserted into the list. So if my I is less than length of the list, print L1 of I. So it will print the 0th element. Okay. Then I'm doing I equals to I plus 1. Again, the for loop will go here. It will check I is less than length of L1. Yes. Then it will print list 1 of 1. Okay. 2. Sorry. So that means second element. Then I equals to I plus 1. It will again go and it will check till my I is less than length of L1. That means the whole list will get printed. Okay. This is by using the while loop. We can also use using for loop. So the program will remain same, only we will use for loop here. We are going to enter, we are going to accept the elements from user. Okay. And after that I will use for I in L1 print I. Okay. The program is going to be same, only we are going to replace the for loop. So our number of lines will also reduce. We will directly write for I in L1 print I. So it will start from 0th element till we have elements in L1. It will print all the elements. Okay. See the output. Now next topic is deleting elements of list. So we have certain methods to delete the elements from the list and that we are going to continue in my next video. Okay, thank you.